Afternoon/morning, everyone. And it's Natalie from Nitty Nat Stitches and Lisa from Shady Tree Stitches. And we are the admins and part of the organisation committee for the No New Starts 2021.
Yay!
Thanks for joining us. And we're hoping you're here because you wanted a little bit of an insight into how to actually set yourself up for a successful year.
Yes, that's right. So the best way to do that is to get your album started. We've noticed that there's quite a lot of album activity, and you've seen it as well. All the pretties. Oh my goodness, right?
It's just like window shopping constantly. It's brilliant. We love it.
Completely Temptation central, which is fine so long as we don't start, right?
Well, we can start now. Get them all started.
Get it started now. Um, so yeah, we're going to run through how you start your album, because there are not as many albums in the album folder as there are people who are part of the group. So we're figuring you might be waiting for this video. And so here we go.
And
Shall
remember, if you don't want to do the actual competition, you don't have to start the album, but it's a good way for everyone to see your pretties and for you to keep track of your progress because there are a lot of people in the group who are doing it to challenge themselves. So we'd love to see it, but we do want all the albums, they have to be built and completed, like we're going to explain, by the due date in December.
13th of December, your local time, 13th of December. So that's one of the big changes for this group, as you might have already picked up, is that we're working on your local time. And that's actually about 24 hours, 48 hours of a window, which is really good. It's great for everyone and it's totally relaxed.
It is. So as you can see, it is currently the 17th of October, wherever you are. And we said
Just
we'd,
about.
well, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Anyone who's in the group, I think it is. So it
Mm,
might be the middle of the day if you're in Europe. It might be the middle of the night if you're in America, and it's early evening if you're in Australia. So
that's right. It's 8:39 p.m. going by my clock right now. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen. This is my Facebook page. And here we go. Oh, we're going to be seeing Lisa's, I think. Oh, no,
are
it
we?
is
That's yours.
my album. All right. So let's go home. We're going to go and find our No New Starts 2021. Here we go. Now, when we're setting up our albums, things have changed in Facebook land and we can expect things to change. Life is change, right? And there was albums along here in this area that I'm highlighting right now. I hope you can see it. And it's gone. It's now under media. So I'm going to click here. By the way, I'm working off a MacBook.
And if you're on your phone, at the moment, it still says albums. So
That's
you can
right.
look for albums in the photos, but it's under media on a desktop and it's the same on my PC. So
There we go. So media. And here under media, we can see photos. Oh my goodness, here's Sue's beautiful figure unicorn. Oh my goodness, Lisa, she's lost. Videos. This video should hopefully appear under there. And then we find albums. And we see everybody's album. And it's posted in the order of most recent to furthest in history. Now, Lisa and I set up our albums right at the beginning of the opening of the group. And so we are right down the bottom. Here's my album, Lisa. Oh my goodness, 76 photos. That means you've got 76 WIPs.
Well, some of them might finish though before the end of the year because I'm keen to do the Finish That Stitch December. So a couple of those might go away.
That's exactly right. And I'm hoping some of mine will be removed as well. Sorry about the dizziness as I scroll back up to the top, because what we're going to do is we're going to start a new album. So we're going to create an album. Here we go. And over here, we can see on the left-hand side, create an album in the No New Starts group. So not on your Facebook page name, but in the No New Starts group. We're going to call this, what did we agree we were going to call it, Lisa?
A sample album.
a sample album.
But yours must be your name. And please put your first and last name. I noticed that a couple have just put their first name. You might think you have a really weird name, but there might be a few Esmeraldas in the group. So please put your first and last name, and it's your Facebook name so that we know who you are. If your Facebook name is, Betty Stitching, maybe put in brackets Betty Smith. Thank you.
Oh, let's put
Yep, and your Facebook
there
name.
we go. So we are going to post this album.
Or you can do it two ways. You can post the album first, or you can actually put your photos in when you're creating the album. Either is fine, but because you're probably going to add as you go, we're posting first and then we'll add.
That's right. So I've now created a sample album, as we can see just over here. Now we get to the fun part. We're going to add photos to the album. Now, there are two different ways to add to the album. Lisa's done one way and I've done the other. The important thing is that by the 13th of December, your album must have photos of your WIPs with at least 200 stitches in each of your WIPs. Lisa is working with having a cover photo, and then under the cover photo as a comment having the progress photos. Is that right, Lisa?
Yeah, and the reason why I like to do that is that I'm going to be recording my progress, as we all are, all year, and I want to be able to look back on it and see my progress for the whole year. And because I've got, as you saw, 76 WIPs, if I just have a picture of a half-started full coverage, I'm not going to know which one's which.
That's
So
right.
I'm putting the cover photo on so I can go, yes, there's my animal kingdom, and I know that's the one I'm doing. So we might do an example of each if we can manage that, Natalie.
Of course we can. So we're going to start by doing it Lisa's way by adding a cover photo. So we're going to upload a photo. And here we go, back into the deep dark recesses of my files. Here we go. It's going to take a little while to load. And so we're going into my WIP album. So we are...
It's really taking a long time to load.
Yes, here we go, WIPs.
They're coming up for you, are they?
Yes, they are. Here we go. So this is my unicorn tapestry by the Tiny Modernist. And we can put in a description if we need to. Here
And
we
I
go.
would put a description of the name of the piece.
Absolutely.
Because then you know exactly what it is. And again, for your records, some people might use this a bit like their digital diary for the year. Yep, starting date if you wanted to. You don't have to put a starting date because it just has to be started before the 13th of December, but you may want to do that. There you go. That's got all the information of where she got it.
There we go. And we click post.
Now, every time you click post, it will spam the main feed.
That's right.
But at the moment, we don't mind that because we're enjoying seeing all the pretties and going, oh, I like that one. Maybe I better start that before the 13th of December too. After the 13th of December, it's only going to spam as you go through an update, but we'll get to that a bit later.
Okay, let's refresh this screen.
Yes, we should be at the top.
We should be at the top.
We
are.
Yep, we won't stay at the top, unfortunately.
Here we go, a sample album. Now, what we do here, how do we do? We are going to comment on progress, and we can attach a photo. Can you see just here?
Now, can I butt in just while Natalie's doing that? I know everyone's a bit different, but if you like someone's picture, just click the like button. Because if you comment and go, oh, this is awesome, I really want to buy it, then you're actually stuffing up their filing system for the year. So it would be preferable to, if you like it, just click the like button and don't make a comment if you like someone else's piece. So the
Mm.
comments pretty much should all be from you, or if we're going through and doing anything during the year that we need to record.
So I've just found my most recent upload photo. So I'm going to call it progress. What's today's date? Today is the 17th of October.
And as you do add your progress each time, it's good to add the date that you're at doing the progress. Some
That's
people might want to add their progress every day. Some people might want to add their progress every week. Some people might want to do it every month. But there will be a stipulation that you do have to add your progress. There's, I think, it's sort of every quarter-ish, there's some due dates that we've put into the rules. So you need to have your progress updated by those due dates.
okay. Oh, here we go. We're running into our first problem here, Lisa.
Where'd the comment go?
Where did the comment go? Here we
There it
are.
is.
Here it is, one comment. And there it is.
Now it does look different on a phone to on a computer top, but you just look for these tags and names and you'll find it.
That's
So there
right.
she is. She's got her progress photo.
That's right. So that is, I think from memory, that was about 250 stitches in there at least.
And that's what we need to see on the 13th of December. We will be going through the albums and looking and going, yep, that's over 200 stitches. If we're
Mhm.
not sure, we will be counting. But if we know it's like, we know what 200 looks like. So it's like, yep, cool.
Okay, great. Lisa, did you want to find this album and do the alternate way of starting?
Find your album.
Well, find
Yep, yep,
a sample album
yep. Hold
and
on. I'm just sharing first then.
yes.
So we'll go back to where we were. All right. We want to, I don't know how to refresh on the Mac.
Okay, so head to media. Just click on media. There we go. And albums.
Yep,
There we go. Click. And
it's not there.
okay, scroll up to the search bar at the very top. Go right up, mouse up to the top. That's it. And right along the very right hand side, you'll
Yep,
see a little circle.
hold on.
Click on
It's
that.
being silly because now it's covering up with the share screen. Yep, there's the refresh
That's
button.
okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've, yep, got it. Sample album. So you can see we've got that one photo. So now we're going to add another photo. And this is actually Natalie's way. We're a bit random. We're doing them back to front. I don't know if I have any sample photos in here. That might be a bit hard for me to do.
That's okay. So what you want to do is you want to upload a photo um, that shows just straight up where you're starting from.
I might struggle to find one of them on here.
Okay.
I don't have any photos of, I have progress, so that's okay. I just
Yeah,
got to
a
find it.
progress photo is what we'll
There
do.
we go. I just had to find one. So here's a progress photo. Let it load.
Yep. It's running, the screen's running a bit behind where you're showing.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's already out of date. But,
It's okay. For the purposes of demonstration, this is perfectly okay.
all right, so there we go. So now we have two photos in the album. Now, what I'm going to try and do, which will be really testing me, because I never do my adding on the computer, I do it all on my phone, is I'm now going to click on my photo, and I've got my starting photo as that date. So now I want to add another photo. There we go, that'll do. It's got a title on it, but you know, that's okay. And this is going to be progress 17th of October. And then wait for it to load.
Oh, look at that.
Where'd it go? There it is there. But I
Mm-hmm.
can't find my post button. I think it
Hit
must just be
enter.
there. I did
So,
it. It must
yeah.
be there.
Okay. So now go
So,
back. That's it.
well, no, no, I haven't finished my comment.
Okay. So click in that comment bar. That's it. And
Yep.
then hit enter.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
There
There
we
we
go.
are.
Okay. So now if I go back,
And refresh the page.
we've got sample album. It only has 2 photos in the album. We click on Natalie's. It doesn't say anything. We go to the next one, and you can see I've got my updated photo there.
That's right.
And that, people, is all we need you to do.
Now, on the 13th of December, the very last photo that you will be uploading is your WIP list. It can be the document that you've downloaded from Google Docs or you've written out, handwritten, and taken photographs of, but that is the last photograph that you need to post, or the last photographs that you need to post. Anything after that date, unless it was an agreed WIP, is one that is not part of the challenge. Is
Well,
that right, Lisa?
yeah, well, when you say an agreed WIP, on the 13th of December, you have your album with your 25 WIPs. Whether you've started them on the 13th of December or not, you're saying, I will have started these by the 30th of December. So that's one reason where the cover photo is good, or you
Yep.
might already have your piece of blank fabric. Put
Mm,
that in your album and hold its place, and then
that.
come back and you can pop your progress on the 31st of December. That's cool. Because we will be stitching between the 13th and 31st of December.
Oh, for
So,
sure.
and it could mean that, I might have a few pieces on my WIP list that I finish between the 13th and 31st. That's cool. It's not a problem if your WIP list has extra pieces on it that you haven't used.
Mm,
We just have to maybe upload the WIP list again as an extra photo with them crossed out so we can see you finish them. So
that's
the last thing we should see in your album is the list or the amended list with things that we can see you've crossed out. And any other progress you've done between the 13th and 31st just goes as a comment under each piece photo.
that's right.
So if you're starting the linen and threads, because this is a big one people ask about, and it usually gets released on about the 30th or 31st of each month,
That's right.
well, you put a place card in, even if it's a piece of paper that says linen and thread Sal, put
Mm,
that in its place, and then you can add on the 31st, because remember, it's in your time. So we're not going to be marking the 31st, like on the 1st, until the end of the 1st everywhere.
that's right.
So if
So,
you're worried about linen and threads, don't be worried. It just might have to be your 31st stitching as soon as you can,
yep, and get those 200 stitches in.
just 200.
That's all right. That's 2 hours.
Yep,
Everybody's
max.
got time for that.
All right. So if you have any questions, pop them below on the comments for us.
Right.
You can comment on the video or you can comment on the post in the group where we'll put this video and we'll try and get back to you. We hopefully made that clear. It might be mud. We don't know. We know what we're doing. So it is often hard.
We totally know what we're doing, right, Lisa?
Oh, yeah. Especially when I'm on a Mac. All right. Well, we look forward. We will have a few more things to say before the end of the year, but we're really, really excited and so excited. So many of you coming on board. We really appreciate that you're going to be able to challenge yourselves this way. And remember, it's just for fun. We
It
we do
really,
have the raffle prizes, and thank you for all the people who are getting the donations in. We appreciate it. So if you're planning to do it, get onto it. That's wonderful. And
yeah,
then we can start to work out all the prizes. And the more we have, then the more we can give, which is wonderful. We're planning to do lots of different things during the year.
yep. There's some fun stuff in the background that's going on, and we're going to have such a fun 2021 because, to be honest, what was 2020 like?
Yeah. Buh. And I know I will feel better to work on a lot of these WIPs because I've been enjoying starting them in the year 2020, start all the things, but I need to finish a few more now.
That's totally right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Natalie. Bye.